a lilting laugh cut through her thoughts. A man's deeper tones followed. The couple hadn't turned into the alley, but they were close. Too close. Jennie couldn't chance being spotted here, within inches of a woman who'd been savagely murdered. Her investigations required her identity to remain hidden. Nosy constables asking questions were a complication she couldn't afford. Hands quivering, legs unsteady as saplings in a brisk autumn wind, she rose. The lifeless mask of Mary's face stared up at her. Without her animated smile and expressive movements, she had the look of a painted wax doll. Her lip rouge did not bear so much as a smudge. The murderer must have seized her from behind. Or had Mary trusted her killer? Jennie's gaze swept over the bloody slash across her informant's throat. Dear Lord, what have I done? 3 weeks later. In Jennie's experience, 2 things could be trusted to loosen a man's tongue. Since she'd no intention of luring any of the Lancaster Tavern's patrons with desire, liquor would have to do. The Hulk, seated at a corner table, downed a hearty slug of whiskey. A dirt-caked finger idly traced the scar bisecting his left cheek. The brutal muscle for a gang of smugglers, Duncan Poole had earned his reputation as a rambling, loud-mouthed sot, just the man she'd hoped to see.
"Oh, damn near chuck his head off."
Poole hefted a fist streaked with another man's blood, as if it were a trophy.
"The mug won't go challenging his betters any time soon."
A gangly weasel staked out a seat across the table. Timothy Cathcart. His cunning gift for thievery more than made up for his lack of muscle. He eyed the brawny drunk with wary admiration.
"What the hell did the bloke do to ye?" "What's it to ye?"
Poole's voice was low and menacing. Cathcart raked a hand through his greasy red mop of hair.
"It ain't nothing to me, but the blighter works for Claude Harwick. The almighty son of a bitch might not take too kindly to ye beating the pulp out of his associates." "Ye think I'm running scared of that bloody bastard?"
Poole leaned closer, smiling as the redhead flinched.
"You think I'm a stout-faced coward like yourself?"
Cathcart's mouth wobbled, and he searched the tavern as if mapping out an escape route.
"Nothing of the sort. But Harwick's not a man to be crossed."
Colour flooded Poole's complexion. His face crimson as his elegant silk waistcoat. His bushy brows slashed a line across his forehead. Thick fingers curled around the thin man's collar, dragging him from the chair until he dangled like a scarecrow coming unmoored from its perch.
"Bloody oaf!"
Poole had forced her hand. Jennie snatched up a tray bearing 2 overflowing steins and marched to the table. She'd hoped to glean more of the men's dealings before putting in her appearance, but she'd garner no information out of either man if the sot decided to flatten his companion's face. Saliva flecked Poole's wide, flat lips.
"So, ye do think I'm a coward?"
Fixing a smile on her face, Jennie sauntered up to Poole and placed a mug within his reach.
"What's this?"
He released his grip on the bug-eyed man and honed in on Jennie's mouth.
"Do ye come with the ale, missy?"
"That depends." Behind her smile, Jennie clenched her teeth. If she hadn't been so sure the braggart would unwittingly aid her investigation, she would have found an excuse, any excuse, to turn on her heel and flee. Poole's clothing might be of the highest quality fabric and tailored with expert skill, but even a rich man's attire could not mask the stench that assaulted her senses.